previous time. Let me see who we have with us this afternoon. Position number 1, Anthony Caldwell.
I
Anthony,
apologize, Judge. I was muted. That's going to be my case this morning, or excuse me, this afternoon. That's going to be a plea, Judge.
okay. Good afternoon, Ms. Helen. I have the paperwork. Is Mr. Caldwell in court or on Zoom with me? As though Ms. Helen has dropped off. Position number 2, Chenise Clements.
Your Honor, Brenda Rothman, we filed a motion to withdraw on that case. And we did advise Ms. Clements that she did need to be here. That's that you grant our motion.
Okay. Is Ms. Clements with us this afternoon? Did you have an order that went along with that?
We did, we filed one, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll have them pull the order. I will get it signed.
Thank you.
I will give Ms. When's the last time you spoke with Ms. Clements?
It was 7 days ago, Your Honor. We notified her via certified letter and text and email.
Okay, I'll hold to the end of the calendar to see if she appears. Thank you. Position number 3, Kelvin Curry. Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Curry. You're represented by Attorney Winters.
Yes, he contacted me and said he was running a little late.
Okay, I'll hold for his announcement, Mr. Curry. We'll be with you. Thank you, sir. Position 4, Astona Givens. ASONTA Givens.
Your Honor, I spoke with Attorney Tolles, who stated that he was in trial in Judge McAfee's courtroom.
Did he indicate whether he was going to try to appear today or if his client was going to appear?
He did not state.
I'll hold for his announcement. Thank you, Ms. Githier. Position 5, Garrett Hinton. Yes, good afternoon. Mr. Hinton, you represented by Attorney Johnson.
Yeah, I was seeing him.
Have you spoken with him recently?
No,
When's the last time you spoke with him?
my last court appearance.
Okay, do we have let's see if we have an entry of appearance for Mr. Johnson. We must, since I have him on the calendar. We'll see if we can raise him, Mr. Hinton. Okay, we'll be with you. I'll see if we can get in touch with him. So if you'll just hold tight for me. Ms. Rockley, your withdrawal has been signed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position 6, Eugene Ingram. Yeah, good afternoon, gentlemen. Let's see, what are we doing with Mr. Ingram this afternoon?
We're asking for a continuance. It is Mr. Ingram's desire to resolve this case via plea. However, there are some issues with his employment that we need to resolve because this is unfortunately a second file remaining retail period of incarceration. And with that being said, at this point, we'd ask for another opportunity to actually come before this court with a plea, and it will not require a trial.
Okay. Will he have his business in place by November 2nd?
Your Honor, is it possible to get a later date within that same month, please?
Let me see if we have something in December, counsel.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
That was Your Honor,
What day is that?
December 7th,
What day of the week is that?
a Thursday.
Okay, Thursday, December 7th. Does that work for you?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, and that will also be at 1:30. If jail time is required, he needs to get his business in order. And you need to present a time when he will be presenting himself for custody, okay?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't hear you.
Okay, if it is a plea and it does require jail time, I'll need for you to make sure that you have a date and time that he's going to surrender himself into custody,
Identify, yes, Your Honor.
okay? Anything further this afternoon?
Nothing further, Your Honor. They will be excused.
Okay, you all have a good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position 7, Philip Cavill, excuse me.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Will Moran, Mr. Kevel is here. We are asking for a very similar thing as the previous attorney. We do have a negotiated plea that I worked out with, get the EAM. Because of work matters that Mr. Kevel has, we are asking for, the November 2nd calendar will actually be perfect. He just has some business matters he needs to wrap up before we resolve the case.
Okay,
But this is going to be a negotiated plea, and we have already terms on that, and filled out paperwork.
okay, the final plea calendar on November 2nd at 1:30. Does that work
Very
for
much,
you?
Your Honor.
Okay, you all have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Position 8, Malia King.
Judge, this is Mr. Gaither's case. Is Ms. King present on Zoom?
I'm here.
She's here in person. Judge, if we could hold, I'll convey the offer we received from the state and report back.
Okay, we'll be with you, Ms. King. Thank you. Position 9, Rashard Langford.
This is also Mr. Gaither's case. Mr. Langford is currently in Gwinnett County custody. I did provide proof of that to Ms. Githia earlier this afternoon. So we would just ask for a reset date, Judge.
Given that he's in custody, let me put him on that December 7th calendar at 1:30, final plea. Does that work for you?
Sounds good, Judge.
Okay. Position 10, Cornoris Martin.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Martin. Do you have counsel representing you?
Well, no, sir. I talked to Rod Skiff, my attorney for another case. And he asked for me to get a continuance considering that we're prepping for trial in that other county.
Okay, is he still your attorney on this case?
Yes, sir.
Do we have a conflict?
Sir.
I'm asking my staff if we have a conflict filed by your attorney. Have you paid him for this case?
No, sir. We still doing the other case.
Okay, so you don't have anyone representing you on this matter today?
It's not.
Have we ever had anyone representing him? Can we check?
No, Your Honor, attorney was never put in.
Okay, to get to a final plea calendar, Mr. Martin, you must have been before my court on at least 2 or 3 occasions. I'm trying to move these cases forward. So if you would like to see if you qualify for a public defender today, I'm happy to give you that opportunity. Otherwise, I'm going to place you on my next available jury trial calendar because this case has been lingering and you've been here a number of times before. Would you like to speak with the public defender to see if you qualify for the representation this afternoon?
When would the next jury calendar would be?
February.
Sir?
February,
February?
yes.
Me and Rod will have everything set up by then.
Okay. Well, if he's not representing you, you're gonna need to pay him. You're gonna need him to enter his appearance of counsel very quickly. February, it may seem like it's a long way off. It's just right around the corner, especially for a case like this. Say it again. All right, so I'm gonna further notice you to the trial calendar in February, Mr. Martin.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And,
February, the date.
it'll either be the second or the fourth week,
All right, thank you.
okay? Say it again.
He needs to stay, Your Honor. He can't leave right now. We gotta get a piece of information.
Mr. Martin, Mr. Martin. Position number 11 has been not lost, Angela Mayville.
That's correct, Judge, and she is present on Zoom.
Ms. Mayville, your case has been dismissed. Okay, have a good afternoon, ma'am. Position 12, Najia Mency.
Yes, Judge, this is actually Frank Gaither's case, Judge. I'm gonna make the announcement in this case. We've submitted the risk reduction proof of completion to Ms. Githia, and I think that's gonna be a plea today, Judge.
Okay, so have you completed the paperwork, Ms. Helen?
I have not received the DocuSign. I don't know if Frank and Ms. Githia have completed that already.
I had not heard whether or not it was going to be a plea. Some paperwork hasn't been sent yet. I didn't know.
Okay, I understand. If you can get that paperwork to Miss Helen, for me, Ms. Githia, please. Is Ms. Mency with us?
It looks
Is this her on the iPhone, Miss Helen?
She may be iPhone, Judge, and Miss Helen
Keep
and I.
waving.
All right, we'll be with you, Ms. Mency. Position 13, Arthur Mullinets.
Your Honor, that on case of reset for 11 to complete. You approved it the other day.
Okay, November 2nd,
Yes, sir.
reset for final plea.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Position 14, Baxter Ross.
Is Mr. Ross present? Yes, Judge, he is present on the Zoom. Your Honor, Mr. Ross has only been on the calendar one other time, and at that court date in August, he qualified for us. We still don't have all the discovery. I know that the state has requested videos, but we still haven't received them. So we would ask for an additional final plea calendar.
Is this your case, Ms. Githia?
It's my case, Your Honor.
Ms. Reiser, what are we waiting for?
Just received dash camera photos and a statement and body camera. So I will share those with counsel right now.
Okay. I'll place you on that November 2nd final plea calendar, Ms. Rosenhauer.
Thank you, Judge. And is Mr. Ross excused?
Yes, Mr. Ross, I'll see you back on November 2nd, okay?
Thank you,
Welcome. Have a good afternoon, sir. Positions 15 and 16, Michael Salter.
Judge, Mr. Salter is present. If we could hold on that case, I'll report back.
Okay, thank you. A conflict has been filed in position 17, Bricks and Smothers. Anyone here on that case? That will be reset until November 2nd final plea calendar.
Here's Your Honor, the conflict lasts until the end of December, so it will be sometime in January.
Judge, counsel is on the case with Judge Glanville.
Let's just further notice it.
And Judge, if I could interrupt for a second,
There's a Logan Reese, position 37 from the Orca status from this morning. Who's logged on?
Okay, I'll get to him at the end of this calendar. Thank you. Position 18, Mr. Sohani, his case has been reset till November 2nd, final plea calendar. Position 19, Christopher Thomason.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jim Berry and Lisa Wells from Mr. Thompson. Judge, I have just entered into the case. I have been diligently looking at the videos in this case. There are a few things that we still need to get from the state. We have videos. We don't know who these people are on the videos. So we've requested that. So we would ask the court for a continuance at this point until we can make sure we have everything and are ready to make either a decision on the plea or trial.
And Your Honor, it also too, if we could, my client would like a pre-trial on this, just because a question that we have for you may determine whether this will be a plea or a trial.
Okay, you would like that, would you like to discuss it with me today?
If you would-
Okay, yes, I'm happy.
And Judge, just for the record purposes, ASG Stevens, myself, and Ms. Wells have been in contact numerous times over this case. In terms of discovery, the state has turned over everything that we have. Ms. Wells pointed out the fact that there may be potentially other witnesses or other videos that may exist. We then inquired with Atlanta Police Department on that, and we don't have anything else to turn over. Everything that was involved in the investigation has been turned over to the defense. So I would object to any continuance for the purposes of discovery.
Okay, I'll hear from you all this afternoon and we'll make a decision, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Position 20, Christopher Troust.
Here, Your Honor, my client is here, that is a plea. Our paperwork's in, we're ready to go.
Okay, Mr. Waters, we will get your plea taken. I've got your paperwork, so we'll get you in and out as quickly as we can, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Position 21, Arnaldo Vasquez.
Good morning or afternoon, Your Honor, again. My client is here. We're ready for a plea paperwork.
Okay, I do have that paperwork also, and I'll get to you all as soon as the calendar's done. Thank you. Position 22, Tanisha Williams.
Yes, Judge, that's my case, and I am just now in my hand completing the diversion intake form. I believe Ms. Williams is present in court.
Ms. Williams, Tanisha Williams with me?
I have spoken to her and advised her of the court date and time, Judge, and I have spoken to her about this diversion offer, which she is accepting. I just asked, give me to the end of the call of the calendar, Judge, to make sure she gets to the courtroom. But I'd like to submit the diversion intake form and just get a compliance calendar date after this, Judge.
Okay. Do you think that she can complete that by December 7th, Ms. Helen?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, I'll reset her for the status calendar on December 7th at 9 a.m. Okay?
Understood, Judge.
Let's see, position 23, Andre Willis. Represented by Mr. Partridge. All right, I'll hold for his announcement. Let's see if we can raise Mr. Partridge. Let's see, Mr. Glandon.
Yes, John.
Who did you say was with me from this morning's calendar?
Position 37, Logan Reese, 21 CR 006-000E on the status conference.
Mr. Reese, can you activate your camera for the court? Logan Reese, are you with me? Mr. Waters, you've been waiting patiently, so I'm gonna go ahead and take Mr. Troust, if you'll come up to the podium for us. This your case, Ms. Githia?
Which position are you on, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
Position number 20.
That is Ms. Risers.
Ms. Reiser?
Yes, Your Honor. This is position 20.
Yes. Good afternoon, Mr. Troust. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear from your testimony you're about to give before this court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, just put your hands down. Thank you, sir.
Sorry, Your Honor, give me 1 second.
We have to take Mr. Schaefer because we want us to take him now.
This is on my calendar. What positions? Say it again. He's representing.
Hello, can you hear me? Hey, I can't, hold on, I'm having some audio issues. I can barely hear you. I'm sorry.
Hold on for me, Mr. Reese. I'm in the middle of something else right now, so give me a moment.
Okay.
He is represented. Can you have Ms. Rosenhuber come in, please?
The attorney.
Yes.
Apologies, Judge Barrow.
No, it's not. You come up to the bench, please. All right. You'll go ahead and do that. Ready on Mr. Troust?
I am, Your Honor. Yes, Judge. The defendant will be entering a guilty plea to count 1 DUI alcohol less safe. The state's recommended sentence is 12 months to serve 24 hours. Credit for time served, 24 hours. Balance probated. A $500 fine, 40 hours of community service, an alcohol drug evaluation, and any treatment if deemed necessary. 1 risk reduction and 1 victim impact penal. We'll also be entering a guilty plea to count 3 speeding. The state's recommended sentence is 12 months of probation, to run concurrent to count one, a $250 fine. As part of the agreement, the state will not cross count 2 and count 4.
Objection to the probation board not reporting upon completion of the terms.
No objection, Your Honor.
No objection, Your Honor. And that is the negotiated plea we discussed. So I didn't realize how loud this made me.
Anything further, counsel?
No, Your Honor. We just asked the court to accept the plea.
Mr. Kraus, it's my understanding that in case 20 CR 0028960, you plead guilty to DUI less safe and speeding, is that correct?
Yes.
Under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No.
Represented by counsel, are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and if by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Forced or coercion, plead guilty?
No.
I accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Kraus. Let's see, as soon as you complete the terms of the probation, it will go to a non-reporting status. To get it done, soon you won't be on reporting probation, and soon you won't have to pay the probation fees, okay?
Thank you.
We will give you, if we have not already, where you need to report to probation, and I ask that you report for the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
So, Your Honor, the only question I had, I guess, would be the, excuse me, the certificate so that he can go for first offense, go to DDS. I don't know if that comes from probation or from the clerk's office.
So you're asking for a certificate first. Any objection? Ms. Ryder?
No objection, Your Honor.
We'll get that paperwork to you also. So you just have to see the course for a minute. We'll complete that paperwork.
Thank you, Judge. And once Mr. Charles receives that, are we free to go?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, may I make an announcement?
Yes.
Attorney Gabe Winters, I'm here on Mr. Kelvin Curry. I was just running late, Your Honor. I apologize.
That's fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
Position 3. And Mr. Curry.
Judge, we're going to announce ready for trial at this time. And I didn't know if the court has another date.
Going to follow any motions that are not standard motions in limited prior trial. Will there be any motion?
Judge, right now we just have boilerplates. I am anticipating I'll have particularized motions filed by the end of this week, so I could have that done by tomorrow.
Okay. I guess my question is, anything other than standard motions in limited prior trial, will you have any dispositive?
We'll have a motion to suppress, Judge.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know. So I'm going to put you on a motions calendar as opposed to putting you on a trial calendar so that I can hear those motions before trial.
Thank you.
The next motions calendar will be December 14th. Do we still have space on that calendar? Yes. I know I placed a number on that calendar this morning.
Yes.
Okay, December 14th at 9 o'clock.
This courtroom, Your Honor.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge. Do I need to sign a notice?
No, we'll send you notice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I'll see you all back then.
Thank
Okay,
you.
and they will have to be, as you're on today, it will be in person with your client present.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and we'll have a court reporter.
May we be excused?
Yes, have a good afternoon. Mr. Vasquez. Good afternoon, Mr. Vasquez. Good afternoon. Raise your hand for me. Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir.
No, it'll be me or another, either Angela or Jacob.
Ms. Walker,
I'll
I'll
be-
read.
mhm.
Okay, you want me to reach out to you? Kind of put, let you know when I think of those.
If you're asking for reckless, I mean, I'll review it.
Okay.
And tell you yes or no, so. We should be ready to do that initially before we go forward on anything.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
This is position number 21, Ms. Riser.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, the defendant is going to be entering a guilty plea to count 1 DUI per se. State's recommended sentence is 12 months to serve 24 hours. Credit for time served, 24 hours, balance probated, a $300 fine, 40 hours of community service, an alcohol drug evaluation and any treatment if deemed necessary, 1 risk reduction and 1 victim impact penal. As a part of the negotiated agreement, all other charges will be null pros, and the state has no objection to non-reporting after conditions have been completed.
Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Brenda Rothman for Mr. Vasquez. My client has already completed DUI school and he's already completed the victim impact panel. I do have those certificates if the court would like to see it. He has signed up for the evaluation as well. We are asking for an affidavit of first conviction and we have his license as well for the notice of suspension. And we also need a probation information sheet.
Okay, very good.
Right. Thank you.
Mr. Vasquez, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 006567F, you wish to plead guilty to DUI per se, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and if by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Was anyone forced or coerced to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Let's see, as soon as you get the terms done, and it's a good thing that you've gotten a number of them done, so the court appreciates that. As soon as you get the rest of them done, your probation will go to a non-reporting status. So as soon as you finish it up, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation, and the sooner you won't have to pay those fees, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'll get the affidavits. I'll get the affidavit signed and we'll get it to you. We'll also let you know where you need to go to probation.
Yes, sir.
And I just ask that you report within the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
Report to my probation. Okay.
Right.
I'm sorry. Just
You'll
wanted to-
have the information there,
Yes, sir.
okay? Good luck to you, sir. If there's nothing further.
That's
I
it.
appreciate it. Thank
All
you.
right. So if you'll just have a seat for us, we'll get you what you need and then you can be on your way.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Kevel? Did he step, Philip Kevel? Or,
You placed that on the November 2nd final. plea
oh,
chart.
okay. Well, I still had the paperwork. Thank you, Ms. Githia.
You're welcome.
Ms. Helen, are you with me?
Yes, Judge, and I just received notice that Ms. Williams has appeared in court.
Okay, let me go to is Mr. Caldwell, Anthony Caldwell with us, Ms. Helen?
Judge, he was also appearing in court.
I'm already here.
Oh, yeah, I talked to him much earlier, so.
Come on up, Mr. Caldwell.
And we have submitted that paperwork, Judge. We're just ready whenever the court's ready.
Okay, I'm ready now. So I have the paperwork, Ms. Helen.
Yeah. Did you want Mr. Caldwell to come up to the podium?
I did. Come on up, Mr. Caldwell. Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Caldwell.
Good afternoon.
Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. One of what documents you need. Ms. Githia. You are mute.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I think she has the paperwork. Do you have the paperwork?
For the charge of battery, the state's offer was 12 months to serve 3 days, credit for time served 3 days, balance probated, 12 anger management classes as approved by probation, 40 hours of community service, and no contact with the victim, Ashanti Barker. For the obstruction of law enforcement officer, 12 months to serve 3 days, credit for time served 3 days, a $300 fine, and the balance suspended. For the battery, it's 12 months to serve 3 days, credit for time served 3 days, the balance probated, 12 anger management classes, 40 hours of community service, and no contact with the victim, Ashanti Barker, and that would be concurrent. And the probation will be in its entirety, no early termination. Does this defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
Yes, we do so stipulate, and we ask this court to accept the plea as negotiated. Judge, I do not believe Mr. Caldwell is working. He's just been recently released from incarceration. And so with this probation, Judge, I'm just asking for the first 2 months probation fees to be waived, just to give Mr. Caldwell that gusto to complete the rest of the 12 months.
Anything further, Ms. Helen?
No, Judge.
Mr. Caldwell, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 002409E, you wish to plead guilty to battery, obstruction of a law enforcement officer, and simple battery. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Is anyone forced or coerced to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the pleas as negotiated. Mr. Carthon, I will waive the first 2 months of probation fees to help you get and stay on your feet and get a job. Given that you'll be on probation the entire time, you'll have the 12 months to complete the terms of the probation. We will give you, before you leave today, where you need to report to probation, and I ask that you do that within the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so if you just have a seat, we'll be with you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I wanted to, if we could, I apologize. Position 22 of the final plea calendar, Ms. Williams did appear in court.
Yes, Ms. Williams. Where are you, Ms. Good afternoon, Ms. Williams. Let's see. It's my understanding that you're going to participate in the diversion program. As such, I have reset your case until December 7th to give you the opportunity to complete that, okay? All right, so if you turn that paperwork back in before that time, you don't have to come back. But if you don't, you're gonna have to come back and tell me why, okay? All right, you have any questions for me, ma'am? Okay, have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Randall, I would like for you all to see if also just make a note to try to get in touch with position number 23, Mr. Partridge. And I think there was another attorney that I was holding for position number 4 also.
The note that I have received from him is he's in trial and he won't be appearing, Your Honor. I did ask him, was his client going to be appearing? I haven't heard yet.
Okay.
He's in
If
trial,
you-
Judge McAfee's courtroom.
Okay, if you hear from people in the future, Ms. Githier, I know it's not your responsibility to do for, but this court expects that people are gonna file a notice that they're not going to be here, if they're not gonna be here, so that we're not just left hanging. I understand that people have other things to do in other courtrooms to do it in, but they should file a conflict letter. So let them know if they ever contact you, that this court especially expects them to file a conflict letter if they're not gonna be here, okay?
Okay.
I appreciate that, Ms. Githier. Let's see, are we ready? I can do this pre-trial with Mr. Christopher Thomason if you all are ready.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And it might be better to go to the podium so that everyone can hear you. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I didn't know if you all wanted to be on the record. Okay. Oh, yes, from just a moment. What did it?
Oh, once I was brought by a murder case. Your Honor, we are kind of being negotiating. And so I have some questions. Strong on your word. Better do. I think it's okay. On the jail is very concerned with that. One day on the weekends.
Okay, I wouldn't have no objection.
I'll leave that in course discretion on that issue. Recommendation
Jail time is 30 days. You understand that if the jail gives 2 for 1 for regular time, they don't give 2 for 1 for weekends. So he'd have to do the whole 30 days if he's gonna do weekends. If he does, just flat out, he'll only have to do 2 weeks. So I don't know if that would make a difference for me.
It would be too. There's a lot that would make it. The other thing is that they were looking to first offender. He's never used first offender. I just was curious.
What's his history?
He has a DUI on his history.
Subsequent to this case.
Okay. And I'll have to hear what the facts are of the case.
Yeah.
You all want to do that now? You want to tell me the facts and I can tell you? Or
Yeah, that would be fine. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I need to get my computer to detail more of my facts. The defendant was out at a fall rush bar and our victim was there with her friends. And it's on video camera. That's what he did. He was very intoxicated. And the allegation is that he put up her in video. You can look out and see grabbing her bottom and pulls himself face. And then punches another victim in the face. And
and what, how old is he?
how old is he's
Okay. And
Give or take.
what's the recommendation?
12, starts 30. Let me get my computer. I want to find something.
Okay. Training officers, the names of the officers on the file.
Okay, that's fine.
What was the discussion?
I said that we're still gonna go with continuance, so just FYI, I'm not changing, I didn't say anything, I did already say it. But I heard that.
The recommended sentence is to 2 counts of sexual battery and 1 count of simple battery, 12 months, 12 months is over the day. Credit for the day that he served balance on probation, 300 on the fine, 200 hours of community service, no further contact with either victims. Like of sexual and violent treatment, victim impact panel, attend for 1 year. Also, when the simple and says 12 months probation consecutive. And no further contact for management, 16-hour finger management.
No alcohol drug evaluation.
No, we asked AA for a year. My understanding subsequent to this is pled guilty to a DUI in Jersey.
Your Honor,
Up in Jersey.
this incident happened in 2019. We're negotiating in good faith
And Judge, I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I apologize. We are ready on Miss Mincy, position 12, whenever the court's ready.
Thank you, Ms. Helen. Give me a moment. Hey, what's going on? Do you need me? Okay, I'll get them to you. Just even get them to you. And let's see, Ms. Helen, is this going to be a plea?
That's correct, Judge.
And do we have the paperwork?
I have submitted it on
Okay.
behalf of Attorney Frank Gaither.
And where's Ms. Mincy?
All right, she's present here on Zoom, Judge.
Oh, okay, all right. So as soon as I get the paperwork, I'll take the plea. Do we have some announcements, Ms. Rosenhover?
Judge, for position number 8, Ms. King, that'll be a further notice to jury trial.
Okay. We will, February, she'll be noticed for the February trial calendar.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
And then also the offer is withdrawn, Your Honor.
okay. Any other, is Ms. King with us?
Yes.
Okay, you're free to go, Ms. King. We'll see you back in February. Other announcements?
Would you like to take 15 and 16 now? I'm not sure how to wants to handle that one.
Have you?
Thanks.
Okay, okay.
Judge, I'm not sure what the outcome of Mr. Salter's new case is going to be, but if we could just further notice this one, he wasn't interested in taking a plea today.
He was not?
It's not.
Okay, so we're going to further notice this to the jury trial calendar on, in February,
Thank you, Judge.
okay? Mr. Reese, are you there?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, Mr. Reese, I'm glad that you appeared so that we don't have to issue a bench warrant for you. Mr. Reese was number 38 on the Orca status conference calendar this morning. Do you have counsel representing you on this matter, Mr. Reese?
I do not.
Would you like to apply for the services of a public defender today?
I already did. They said I made too much. And
When did-
regular lawyers are way too expensive, so.
When did you do that last, Mr. Reese?
Like 2-3 weeks ago.
Okay. Let me let you speak with the solicitor in the matter to see if you all can maybe come to terms, or they can share with you what the state's recommendation is. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, whose case is this?
Was this on this morning, Your Honor?
Yes, it was, it's number 38 on this morning's status conference calendar.
Okay. I believe those are mine. Just, if I could have 1 second to pull the cases up, since it was from this morning. But then, yes, I can do a breakout with him.
Okay,
And then also it was position 37 and 38.
okay, thank you, yes. Okay, so Mr. Reese, if you just hold on for us, we will be with you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, and who is presenting for the state for the Mincy case?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Mincy, can you unmute yourself, please?
Yes.
Yes, raise your right hand for me. Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before the court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you place your hand down. Thank you. Yes, Ms. Githier.
Yes, for count 2, DUI alcohol less safe. The state's offer is 12 months to serve 24 hours, credit for time served 24 hours. ballots probated, a $600 fine, 40 hours of community service, alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment, risk reduction program, 1 victim impact panel, and for counts 1 and 3, they will be null process.
Ms. Helen?
And yes, Judge, that is our understanding of the plea. That is also the plea that we negotiated. We asked this court to accept that plea as negotiated, and we do stipulate to the factual basis, venue, and ID, Your Honor.
Ms. Mincy, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 0069990F, you wish to plead guilty to DUI less safe. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I will accept the plea as negotiated. Ms. Mitzi, when you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get this done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation, and the sooner you will not have to pay those fees, okay?
Okay, thank you.
We will also get you where you need to report for probation. We ask that you report within the next 2 weeks, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, Ms. Mitzi.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Is she free to go, Ms. Helen?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Mincy, Ms. Helen will get you any further documentation that you need. Is she going to, has she already turned in her license, Ms. Helen?
Ms. Mitzi, have you surrendered your license?
No, only thing I have is I show you that screenshot where it says valid.
And then, Judge, we've already submitted the proof of the risk reduction completion of that course, Judge.
Okay, she'll have to just give that to probation. So when she reports to probation, my question was in regards to the license.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, is she going to come down there here and surrender the license?
Ms. Mincy, Judge, let me speak to Ms. Mincy in a little breakout here. Ms. Mincy, can you send me your phone number, please?
Sure.
Are there any other announcements at the present time?
No, Judge.
No. Yes, sir. Have you been taken care of? Has someone spoken with you?
Well, I waited for my attorney to join the Zoom.
Oh, okay. Tell me his name again.
I'm Eric Johnson.
Mr. Johnson. And were you able to get in touch with him?
Yes.
Okay, he said he was going to be joining us shortly.
Just leaving the Cobb County Courthouse, and he was going to join the live with Zoom pretty soon.
Oh, okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Your Honor.
Yes.
I am still happy to speak with Mr. Reese on the issue. I just want to advise it based on the charges and the case files. It will be a jail time offer on at least one of the cases. I don't know if that would change Mr. Reese's opinion about maybe seeing if he qualifies for the public defender or wants to hire his own attorney. I'm still willing to speak with him. I just want to advise
Okay.
if that's what the recommendation is going to be.
Mr. Reese.
Oh, no, I'll talk with her.
Okay, but
Yeah.
did you hear what she had to say?
I did.
Okay.
I mean, I
all
still
right.
can't get a public defender, but I would like to talk with her first and see what we can do, and then we'll step forward. I have a background in the federal So I feel like I haven't gotten a chance to speak to anyone about this entire thing yet. So I would like to talk with her first and then.
Okay, all right, I'm happy to give you that opportunity, so.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
ready to-
I just want to clarify, did he say he does want to
Yes,
invoke his right to counsel?
no, he said he wants to talk to you, right?
Right, that was the next step, right?
Okay, I just want to be clear, if he did say, I do want to speak with a public defender, I don't want to talk with him if he's invoking his right.
No, he did
Attorney.
not. He does
Okay.
not qualify for a public defender, is my understanding. And Mr. Reese, just so I'm clear and the record's clear, you are wanting to speak with the solicitor in the matter this afternoon. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay,
So I'll give you
Yes.
that opportunity. We're gonna put you into a breakout room, Mr. Reese, so that the solicitor's name is Jordan Reiser, so you'll be speaking with her in a breakout room. Something's gonna come up on your device that will say accept. So if you'll accept the breakout room for us, okay?
Okay, yes, sir, I will.
Is Mr. Reiser going to join the Zoom?
I'm joining right now. Sorry, I always forget to log in.
Don't have me working this afternoon. It's been good today. Yeah. It was good yesterday. You're welcome. See you next week, I guess.
Like.
I guess you all can put this back in the file too.
You have the discretion.
And Judge, we're ready on position 12, Ms. Mincy, whenever the court's ready.
Ms. Helen, we were discussing when she's going to turn in her license.
Yes, Judge, and so I just spoke to her. She said that she's willing to come down today. It's about 3 o'clock. I'm gonna round up, so I didn't know if that was enough time for this court, which may adjourn shortly here, or if there was another date. Tomorrow she could.
I mean, that's fine if she turns it in tomorrow, that's fine with the court.
And
Right.
Judge, I was gonna give her a time, but let me know which is best to do that process for her to.
She can just go to the clerk's office, right?
She could come to the courtroom in the morning, I'll be here,
Okay,
so she could come to G33, she can come to this court.
all right, so we have court in G33.
No, I'm sorry.
No?
She can go to J150.
Okay. To the clerk's office tomorrow, just go to the clerk's office and she can turn it in there.
Okay, Judge, and they, this is the other thing. So I was gonna ask the court, I know we have went through it. I believe Ms. Mincy qualifies for the first time conviction affidavit. And we wanted to know if she could do that process as well when she turns in her driver's license.
And I'm looking now to see if she's eligible.
Understood.
Your attorney's connecting now, Mr. Hinton.
Attorney Helen.
Yes, Ms. James.
Does your client have an email?
My client, if so, yes, I can chat it to someone if they need it.
Thank you.
Yes, she appears to be eligible.
Okay, so I will get if there's no objection, I'll get that affidavit signed.
No objection.
Okay,
And I apologize, Your Honor. I just want to make sure Ms. Mincy is aware of the due date. So it's tomorrow at 9 a.m. She'll come down to courtroom G33.
no, she needs to go to the clerk's office. She can go to the clerk's office anytime tomorrow and turn in the license.
Okay, and when would she be able to fill out the first time affidavit and fill that out?
She can fill that out tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I'm
Right.
gonna fill it out when you get signed, and when she'll sign it, we'll give her her copy when she's doing her license.
Okay, so we'll have it waiting for her.
Okay, and that's going to be in the clerk's office. I just want to make sure she gets all of it knocked out.
Yes, the clerk's office.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Judge. Ms. Mincy, if you have any questions, I'm going to give you my Google number here, okay?
Okay.
And
I'm
Judge,
sorry, I'm trying to put that stuff in my notes so I know where to go. But okay.
On November 2nd, final plea at 1:30.
I apologize, Judge. Is Ms. Mincy free to go?
Yes, have a good afternoon, Ms. Mincy.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, you too.
Let's see, Attorney Johnson, are you on with me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, good afternoon. We've been holding for your report on Mr. Garrett Hinton.
Yes, this is the final plea calendar. What I would have to get the latest offer from the state if it's changed. If not, then I would guess the matter would have to go forth to the trial calendar, subject to further negotiations.
The offer that was sent to you on the 1st is the offer.
Okay, well,
Okay, so you'd like us to further notice this for the it'll be a February trial calendar.
okay, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so further notice for the February trial calendar. All right, your client is in court with me, Mr. Hinton, so we'll see you back in February, Mr. Hinton. All right, you have a good afternoon. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, you're welcome. Have a good afternoon. Thank you for being with us this afternoon.
All right.
Okay. Mr. Randolph, as soon as you're ready, we will go over the calendar.
Okay. Position 1, plea. Position 2, reset show cause November 2nd. Position 3, reset motion December 14th. Position 4, reset show cause November 2nd. Position 5, jury trial demand further notice. Position 6, reset final plea December 7th. Position 7, reset final plea November 2nd. Position 8, jury trial demand. Position 9, reset final plea December 7th. Position 10, jury trial demand. Position 11, no file. Position 12, plea. Position 13, reset final plea November 2nd. Position 14, reset final plea November 2nd. Position 15, jury trial demand. Position 16, jury trial demand. Position 17, reset final plea to be announced. Next. Further notice, yes. Position 18, reset final plea November 2nd. Position 19, reset final plea November 2nd. Position 20, plea. Position 21, plea. Position 22, reset status December 7th. Position 23, reset show cause November 2nd.
Going back to position 17, Mr. Smothers, was he the one that was in custody?
Yes, well, no, that was assault.
No, that was Salter.
Okay, all right, thank you. Just wanted.
17, I had down, but that was a conflict. I don't know why. Oh, the attorneys was a conflict. Okay.
And when you say in custody, do you mean taking into custody or in custody?
In custody.
In custody is position 9. Right. Mr. Salter is
He's
taking into custody.
Right.
So that's 9 that was in custody. In Gwinnett.
And then Mr. Salter, 15 and 16, the deputies came in.
Okay, so we will hold for the report from Reese from this morning's calendar. And
To be determined.
What happened with Mr. Reese on this morning?
say it again.
What happened with Mr. Reese?
Oh, he's on the phone with
Oh, that's Susan.
solicitor.
Okay.
So for 17, we did final plea to be determined.
I thought something was going on. I thought something was going on with Mr. Smothers. Oh, right.
December, so you were supposed to find out the date. It's gonna be in J to be determined in January.
Okay, that's what I wrote down.
We even established together.
It's gonna be a final play calendar.
Why would that be? I don't know when we know. Because I didn't, it's not any dates in. It's the first week of, our final please in the first week of every month. Got you. So another 4, it'll be that 7th, right? Let me see. We've been putting people on that Thursday. Yeah, no, to be announced, we know, these calendars will be the same every month. January 4th is the next Thursday.
Okay.
For final play.
All right, so January 4th, final play. Okay.
So is that for Mr. Smothers, January 4th? Is that what they were talking about or something else?
Yes.
Yes, that's the one.
January 4th. Okay, thank you.
Okay, where are we with Mr. Reese?
Judge, we are going to further notice that to a trial calendar. In the meantime, Mr. Reese and I are going to continue to discuss and try and come to a resolution. But we are just going to go ahead and further notice that to a trial calendar.
Okay, that your understanding, Mr. Reese?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we'll further notice you to the next available trial calendar, which will be in February, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, you'll get your notice. Thank you,
All right,
sir.
thank you. Bye.
All right, I believe that completes the afternoon calendar. There are no other questions or concerns. You all have a good rest of your day. I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Judge.
Good day.
Did y'all already call the